Hello and welcome back to our adventures in Westeros. We are all the way up here in the Iron Islands, having visited in order to get a buff for all of our followers. And now we need to figure out where we're going next. I don't know. Let's see where things take us. Where do you want to go? Lord CK3 Salt. Lord CK3 Salt would like to go, or he'd like his person to go to Bloatstone. Alright, I think I'll just choose this option then. I'll just do a quick travel, and we're there! Wonderful, and now we're back. Ooh, derelict ship. Don't want to see if there's anything of value there. Well, I'm too paranoid and be too stressed. Thing is, stress doesn't matter too much to us right now because we've already had a mental break, so let's do it. A survivor! Much to my surprise, I begin to hear a voice hailing our ship as we approach the wreckage. The man appears to be a wealthy noble floating around on the remains of a door. Hail! I thought I was never to see another soul again before the sea would claim me, as it did my companions. He introduces himself as Balin, and claims to be a noble from the Lordship of Pike, and has offered to pay for safe passage and company. Alright. His stats are some of the worst I've ever seen. They will help you to shore. Join us in your travels. I'm too paranoid for that. I'm afraid I can't hear you. Just be like, sorry, who was that? No, we'll help him to shore. I think that's reasonable. A monster on the horizon. The seas are thick with mist, rocks, and waves materializing and vanishing in the blink of an eye. A monstrous silhouette appears on the horizon. All seems calm until the great beast peeks out of the fog into plain view. The head of a dragon approaches our vessel, with a ferocious crew of Northmen jeering on its back. And say, we'll fight them off, 2% chance of them killed. Let them take what they want, attempt to lose them in the fog, or my silver tongue will make allies of them yet. There's a chance we can recruit this fellow called Alton. We're going to fight him off. So that is a 57% chance that we succeed, and a 40% chance we fail, and a 2% chance we die. So, 3, 2, 1. We defeated him. Wonderful. That's good. Little worried, but that's good. I'll grab your provisions. I don't think you have any money, right? Nothing that you want to give me, apparently. Yeah, so I'll just grab your provisions. Cool. And then we're back. Wonderful. Now where are we going? Well, I guess we should kind of leave the Iron Islands or try and see if we can get some more contracts here, because there's not really a lot going on. Is there anywhere else to visit in the Iron Islands? Yes, in theory we want to visit Horcastle and Naga's Hills. Alright, so let's go to their temple. We haven't been to a temple yet. We'll go there via here. What's dangerous? Is it these hills? It is. Is there any reason why we couldn't go here first? No? Alright. Makes it a lot less dangerous. Let's do it. Danger. Serpent. As we head towards Naga's Hills, we stop in our tracks for a short break. Many are circled around a campfire, keeping warm and sharing stories. Lorcas is off in the distance, perhaps looking for some game. He reaches into the grass, but lets out a squeal immediately after. He has been bitten by a viper. Eventually, the serpent releases its fangs from his flesh, but it is clear that the venom is taking its toll. So this is Lorcas here. Well, we can wait for his condition to improve. Lothar is smart, maybe he can help, or that's enough. Well, Lothar can 100% help, so, like, help. Here we go, and then we've now arrived here. The hill that once housed the Hall of the Great King. And we finished our baggage train. We have a lot of money now as well. We should do something with it. Anyway, let's upgrade the baggage train another level. Sure. And then, let's visit the temple holding. A magnificent city, the various chants and hymns lay as a comforting blanket over the Naga's Hill temple holding. There is no doubt about its religious associations. Passing through the main gates, I spot plenty of drowned god ornaments nestled in the walls, as well as on the pilasters and scaffolds. My mother Malia looks around with a content face, seemingly enjoying the change in scenery. Let's go to the shore grounds. There's a certain peace at the shore square, despite there being a lot of commerce, priests, and helpers around. A magnificent shore poses in the middle. Enough to... I think this doesn't make any sense. Okay. I was trying to read it, but this obviously makes no sense. So I think that they... Whatever this is, usually, so this is probably like temple, right? Or something like that. They've replaced it with the word shore. But like a magnificent shore, that doesn't make any sense, obviously. And so, we're going to work with it, but obviously this is just something that for the religion doesn't make a lot of sense for this event. Anyway, and off to the sides I spot signs with a bold healing claims, as well as an annex garden for quiet contemplation of the drowned god. Malia nods appreciatively, and looks around the busy square, already eyeing curious stalls and points of interest. Okay, then goes to the healer's hut, have a look at the shore, or a garden stroll. Let's have a look. Passing through the gates to the shore, I'm struck by the work that must have gone into the exquisite structures and sacred decor. One of the devoted attending to this place notices me and collectedly walks over. Greetings, my child. I'm Sister Eskrid. How may I help you? My eyes casually glance over a basket of coin donations a bit further down the aisle. Also, obviously this was designed for Catholicism. And this is not Catholicism. So like some of this doesn't really make sense for drowned god stuff. I don't know how much of this you can change, but anyway. So I can say I have a donation to make. Maybe the drowned god could bless our cause. Or clearly I'm in need of donations. Let's say that they can bless our cause. Yeah. Life expectancy matters not at all. Neither really... Well, the stress loss I guess is okay. But the piety is also fine. So, we'll take it. It's free as well, so... Oh wait, that said we can do a garden stroll as well. Yeah, let's do it. The garden is framed by hedges, and trees are spread out across the gentle mounds where the odd bird and squirrel can be observed for the foliage. I can feel a presence quite strongly here, caught up in all this beauty. What if, through all my trials and tribulations, the drowned god has been with me all along? Maybe the way of the drowned god isn't such a bad thing after all? Do we want to convert religion again? Have another, like crisis of faith? I don't know. Well, first of all, they're still male-dominated, but they worship the drowned god. Alright. So, that's fine. Let me just see. So, what's the difference? So, Unrelenting Face, Astrology, Warmonger, Scourge of the Sea, the old way. So, Consecrated, Knighthood. Yes, none of this is the same. Alright, so let's see. So this isn't even the Faith of the Seven. This is obviously the Way of the Drowned God. So Unrelenting Faith. Member of the clergy can serve as commanders or knights. Astrology allows adherents to divine the stars and predict their future. Warmonger. At peace penalty instead of offensive war penalty. Wouldn't apply to us. Rulers of a conquest casus belli. Yeah, none of this really matters to us. Members of the clergy can serve as commanders or knights. Again. Scourge of the Seas allows the raiding of foreign counties for loot. I don't know if you can raid as a camp. I don't know if I've ever tried. Adherents can raid overseas. Grants the raid for captives casus belli. I assume you can't raid? Or maybe you can. And then the old way. Allows the raiding of foreign counties for loot. Adherents can raid overseas. Adherents cannot purchase or commission artifacts. Adherents are more likely to steal artifacts. Ooh. Okay, what else have we got? Divorce was allowed. You allowed concubines. Bastardry is legitimization. Okay. Slavery is thralls instead of none. Seeing what else we've got in here. Do we want to convert? I don't know. I kind of do. I kind of want to roll with the punches. Let's convert. I'm going to convert to a follower of the drowned god. Alright then. So we're now a follower of the drowned god. I return from the serene garden feeling lighter as I look out over the shore. On my left, Malia curiously inspects a stand covered in the tiniest bottles, allegedly filled with drops of venom from a deadly spider. Let's go to the healers. The light is dimmer and there is a distinct smell in the healer's hut. Not unpleasant, but encroaching. Lenila is standing at a tall table, busy preparing a concoction. She looks up as I approach. Greetings, how are your humors? Need a bit of cleansing? A bit further into the room, on a shelf filled with medicinal trinkets, I spy a curious lapidary tiger's eye, clamoring for my interest. I think I could just take the proven treatment. Here is a health boost. That's fine. Mingle with the locals. Apparently we have better ones here, right? It's due to something in our baggage train. We'll hear a story first. In the camp filled with women, emerged victorious over the camp filled with men, allowing them to once more engage with each other. That story has a few good points. We got exotic martial. Over by the countertop, the enchanting lion from earlier is poised, nursing his cup. Alright. Well, let's see who is that. I'm intently observing the lion, sitting himself down by the nearby table. The tavern owner called him Joran, didn't she? He looks puzzled as I approach him, possibly because my internal turmoil is as clear as day on my face. Why would this bother me? I am Leader Sylvie, damn it. I keep reminding myself of my recent accomplishments in order to remain calm. It's mostly failing. How about I buy you another mug of tea? His martial would increase if he joins our camp. Okay, do you have a name, or can I call you mine? Why don't we take this somewhere comfier? Let's say, how about I buy you another mug of tea? Oh, we have now recruited him. Well, we'll go to him in a second. Who's up for recruitment? Alright. The interested parties are Horgan the Gullible, Craghorn the Placid, and Joran the Cocky. Well. Ho! Craghorn looks amazing. Yeah, he looks great. I'll take Craghorn. Yeah. And his learning increases by 5 when he joins us. That must be... Oh, I just realized that's what the thing's doing for us. Wait, was it in here? Professional recruitment? Yeah. So this must be the significant improvement that the characters get. Ah. Now I understand it. So they get a big boost. Alright. Any contracts? Marshal, traveling, collaborator. Give me some travel contracts. Cool. Also, as our character took an interest, let's go by that. We are going to marry Jorn. Arrange marriage, matrilineally, between us and him. There we are. Send our proposal. We are now married. Wonderful. So that's that done. Next. Next. I don't know. Oh, I want to see whether we can raid. Let me raise some troops here. Well, I say it probably would have told me there. So... yeah, I don't think I can raid without land. It kind of makes sense that you could, but I don't think we can. Let me try that again. Let's do it from here. Yeah, so usually it says raise raiders or something, but... no. Okay. I don't think we can raid. That's all I needed to know. So really this isn't doing much more for us than the other one, but the other one also wasn't doing a lot more for us. We also apparently try and read the sky. Yeah, divine the stars. What does drink milk of the poppy do for us? Those are stats for 2 years. Yeah, I'd rather not do that, personally. You'll discover cosmic insight in the near future. Alright then, if you say so. Right, where do you want to go? I'm gonna go to Drum Tower. Alright. We did it. It was where we already were. I'll take your provisions. It's fine. You, where'd you want to go? Oh, wait a second. You, Lord Roderick Freeborn, where'd you want to go? You want to go to Lordsport Keep. My camp will travel there. Right. Let's go. The Mercenaries of Herringby. We sit in a quiet tavern in Herringby when a loud band of ragged-looking sellswords comes barging in. The brutish leader pushes one of my guards aside and audaciously sits down at my table. A noble woman, eh? My lady, interested in the services of the best band of mercenaries in Herringby. More loyal men you'll never find, at least if you pay us properly. Wow, he is apparently very good. So you've got my attention, I have the perfect job for you. You can become my sworn shield. Now that would be good, however, that would put us to level 3 stress, which we haven't been to before. I'm just enjoying a small break. I'm just here for a small break. Hey, we're no longer at that level of stress. We would have taken him up on it if it didn't take us to level 3 stress. Right. We've now moved our camp over here, got a little bit more money, and excelled as a contract, which I'm not close enough to get anything from. Alright. Is it time for us to leave the Iron Isles now that we've got our new religion? I kind of see ourselves just taking any religion that's on offer. We have a lot of money, so let's maybe go to the city here, see if there's any... Actually, can we buy... We can't buy artifacts, can we? Oh no, we can't commission artifacts, but we can buy them. Oh no, cannot purchase. Oh. So no, we can't. Alright, in which case, go here then. And we're going to go into this one, which I thought we'd already been to, but that's okay. Into Lordsport. The greatest town in the Iron Islands. Lordsport has long been the chief port of the Iron Men. And let's get ourselves back to shore. Right. Over here. And we have now arrived at Sea Castle, which has many tasks for us. Right. I'm actually going to go to this one here, because I do want to do something else. I've forgotten the order of operation. I'm going to hobnob with ruler. Okay. So I think it's do this, then we can start an activity. Or is it start an activity and then we can do this? I think it might be the other way around. Yeah. We hold a camp revelry. I think we can then do a scheme at the same time. So we're going to hold that here. There are no guests of honor. Right. Say I can't make Master Joran or guest of honor or anything. That's fine. We'll do recreation. Can't do this, but I can have lots of drinks. All attendees gain opinion of you. Eager reveler, trait XP, and master of ceremonies till the end of the camp revelry. Okay, makes domicile construction quicker. Start camp revelry. And then I think we can also hobnob at the same time. Yeah! There we go. And we'll do a 3-2. So diplomat, shill, 24, 21, 25, 22. I don't think it matters because I think it adds up to the same thing. I actually think we want to do these first. 27, 25, 27. So we can go Lorcas, Eric. Here we go. 22, 20, 21, 20. The 17 is your next. I'm going to go 22, 21, 20. There we go. Perfect. So that gets us to 100%. There's 14 days per phase, which is pretty good. And it's going up by 7% per phase. And we're doing the camp revelry at the same time. Wonderful. Divining the stars. I've spent many nights looking up into the night sky, tracking the movements of the celestial bodies. Over time I noticed a pattern. After days of analysis, I am now confident in my prediction. The signs are clear. It is time to heal old wounds and make new friends. My paranoid character's like, yeah, now's the time to make friends. Alright. Finally, we are all gathered, all supplies prepared, the fire crackling merrily in our midst. Life on the road can be a hard one. The festivities will be a chance for all of us to relax and take our minds off the grinding quest for survival. Let the revelry begin. So we get a bunch of provisions with this as well, if it goes well. Chance we gain more contracts, gain a camp building. Yeah, better recruits from visit a city holding for 1 year. Alright, and lifestyle experience, but let's see how it goes. A conversation in the hand. And that is why revelries are so relaxing, and it is beneficial to simply enjoy the company of others, my follower Lorcas finishes, as he takes another sip of his mug of tea. I am intrigued by Lorcas's topic, but I hesitate when I overhear Joran's monologue about how it is all connected, like the drought last year in relation to how scarcely any chicken provide an egg every single day. Slightly stressed at his side, I try to decide which conversation to pick up. Say, Lorcas, what do you think about? One interesting take, Joran. The night is young, and we shall debate both topics further. For the nightly debates building, we could do that. Or come, let us enjoy a meal together instead. And this is due to my mass tent domicile building, and it gets us eager reveler, which is good because we would get XP from it anyway. I'm going to choose that for now. Yeah, cool. Anything in here for us? Nope, that's fine. Unpause. Oh, I became best friends with Eric. Alright. We do know that Eric is about to die, so that's unfortunate, but anyway. Gained a favor hook on Craghorn as well. Well, that's fine. Now we'll chill. Tales told. And then, Wenda gesticulates wildly as she weaves a story that by now has been quite a long time in the making. He tumbled like a sack of bricks. Hit him right in the head, it did. Wenda soaks in the acclaim of the gathering with a satisfied smile. It was quite a tale of daring do indeed. The assorted company still seems quite agog, trying to cajole another story from Wenda's lips. And say, I have a story. Yes, another, or a fine tale. Let's say, yes, another. I don't know if that worked, but cool. Carrying on. Pregnancy. You're pregnant. Alright. A dab hand. Impressing Master Jarmund feels like a full season's work sometimes. Despite being hardly the world's greatest noble, he has very curious notions about the standards other people should be held to. In situations like these, the safest thing to do is likely to fall back on what I'm good at, to pick something I do well and let my skills shine. Alright, so I can let my blade speak for itself, show myself a true commander, or remain aloof. I'll let my blade speak for itself. I was suitably impressive. Ready your bowstrings. No sooner had I stood up to get more refreshments than Lothar bounds upright too. I think we could all do with a little bit of friendly competition, he begins, bow in hand. Perhaps a light archery contest. I have a bow right here for you, Sylvie. My drink may have to wait. Say, why don't we hunt for it? First kill wins. Alright. So I gain the hunter trait no matter what. Come then, you choose the target, at which point I would still win. And I would definitely win then. Or I can get Camp Revelry. Let's say, why don't we hunt for it? First kill wins, and we gain the hunter trait no matter what. I got the first kill. Wonderful. That's good. And now, time flies. The fire sputters, its embers now merely glowing where once they roared. The revelers likewise begin to drift off towards their sleeping spots. A good time was had by all, but the hour has come to call the entertainment done for now. So we have Master of Ceremony for 3 years, in 19 experience in Eager Reveler, 50 Stewardship Lifestyle experience, every guest likes us, and every guest loses stress. And we now have no stress either. Wonderful. That seems pretty good. I can join Lord Stefan's tournament? I have to leave within 49 days. I will be there. Also, I want to make that something... Yeah, let's notify this, notify this. Might do a hunt or something at some point, but I definitely want to go to the tournament. Anyway. There we go. I'm done hobnobbing with you. And, there's a long path ahead of us. We need more provisions. He's added to our roll of patrons, and we got some money. Do you have any more money? Oh, of course you do. Well, I will grab 62 gold off of you. What are these? 2 grand tournaments are joinable. So this is Lord Stefan Baratheon's tournament. Or Lord Jonas Strongarm. No, I'm going to go to Stefan Baratheon's tournament. I don't know if we can compete in anything, but my commanders can. Wow, that's a long trip. And we have to basically go straight there, so... Yes. We're gonna go. We don't run out of supplies at any point. Oh, can I... Oh. I kind of want to travel with my camp. So when do I have to get there? I have to get there by the 11th of the 10th. Okay, 11th of the 10th. So if I was to travel there, I would get there on the 38th of, or 31st of the... So just checking supplies. So I wouldn't run out of supplies. And I'd get there on the 31st of the 8th moon. 31st of the 8th moon, 304. 31st of the 8th moon, 3... Wait, that's only in a month. Wow. We actually get there quicker if we go with our whole camp. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm going to do this. Definitely. Go. 1 herb for you. The impressive defensive structure at the peak of Sea Sorrow Forest is quite something. As I wander along the outer perimeter, I notice a peculiar person in the distance. She appears to be mumbling to herself, all the while stopping to crouch and collect what appears to be herbs of various kinds. It's almost as if she is talking to the herbs. I approach her carefully, and she looks up, various herbs displayed in her palm. I notice a spark of curiosity behind her eyes, proposing an unspoken question. So, I can become a herbalist, but I have to delay myself 14 days, and it's a 1 in 3 chance. I can try and make her my personal physician. Lothar is still good enough at the job. The personal physician, I assume it means maester. That's the same job. Or it's a waste of my time. We'll delay. I found poisonous herbs. My next murder scheme's going to be better. A hermit. Merely a hermit. Well, tell me my future. You shall find that who seeks. I have no idea what that means, but... Alright. The land of milk and fish. I'm not going to delay us any further. We need to progress. I spent too long looking at herbs. Second in command. It's no secret that Willis is perhaps not the best second I could have. Discontent with this state of affairs has finally bubbled over enough that 3 candidates have stepped forward to offer themselves for the role. Joran, who offers to swear himself to me till his dying breath. Craghorn, who seems about ready to work himself into a stupor for me. Of course, Eric, undoubtedly the best qualified at camp for the role. Eric is our best friend. Well. Yeah, he would be better. But I get the feeling that Willis may die any moment now anyway. So Willis shall keep his post. Until, you know, he dies. In at the crossroads, done. Alright, we got a poem. This poem is from Lord Alistair, and it is dedicated to me. Still mornings in spring. When such beautiful countenance is hid from sight, those behind must feel a blight. When one so great falls so far, 'tis rare for any to scrape less a scar. I don't really like that. No, I don't like that poem. You get a rejected poem. I visited the King's Wood. And a dragon. I saw a dragon. We must search for it at once. There were no dragons here. Shocking. We have now arrived. And am I in time for the tournament? No! Wait, we arrived 2 days after the tournament started, therefore I can't join. What? Really? 2 days? And I won't arrive to this one in time, right? I'd arrive on the 8th. If I took off Scout for talent, I would still arrive at the same time. Wait, how can I arrive at the same time? Oh no, I would arrive at the 9th. Okay. Said we were going to get here way early. I did spend 14 days waiting, but it still said we were going to get here way earlier. I guess the estimate was just wrong. Alright. I guess I can't do this tournament then. Well, that's what I get for wanting to take my whole camp there. Just so I didn't have to do the return trip. We'll settle some boundary disputes while we're here. Do this one. Not the route I would take, personally. I would... Well... Yeah, it says we'll get there on the 26th. What about if I do this? Yeah, this is so much quicker. Why would you not take the boat? Okay. Arbitration. Favorable pasturage. Killington streets are gripped by a fever of gossip and scandal. A complicated matter of marriage, inheritance, and business arrangements gone awry has seen a vast section of the best local land for grazing horses go to some fool with neither money nor skill. Consequently, the local magnates are threatening to tear each other to pieces over how to, and who should, split the land. Master Galandon is at pains to let us know that our coin depends on calming the situation quickly and quietly. Could leave Barris here to solve it. I don't really want to do that. Let's say, I think I can resolve it. We'll do a 50-50. Chance we can get them fine horses. Yeah, let's do it. It was a failure! They've got starveling steeds. Alright, well, we did our best. A well-chosen gift. The flower display is breathtaking, and since the peasants finished planting it in the garden, walks there have become far more popular. While the gift was anonymous, Dennis has gone to great lengths to make sure I would figure out that he was behind it. I think Dennis is trying to seduce us? Alright, Dennis. Settle boundary dispute. For, Eldrick Terry. Alright. We'll go settle your boundary dispute. I am also going to go to... Actually, he looks like he's about to die. We'll do this on the way back. Go to Griffin's Roost. Right. Okay. This is just a boundary is different than he thought it would be. I can resolve this. We'll take the 50-50. And... we failed two 50-50s in a row. That's not possible. I mean, it is. That's some, like... what's it? The gambler's fallacy. But anyway. Yeah. Let's do this first. Yeah, where do you want to go and who's... I'm taking Norbert to Grief's Tower. Yeah, we'll do that. Well. Yeah, we'll do that. Actually, I want to test something. I'm now going to do this one. But this takes me through Grief's Tower, so I'm wondering if that will complete that one while I'm doing it. No. Okay. Cool. Show me the men who need training. We have Lucifer. We have Gawain. And we have Gunther. Gunther looks like he's about to die. We'll train him first. Willis was outmatched. Follow my moves. Can't keep up. Gawain. Willis again was outmatched. Gawain should follow my moves. He just failed 265% in a row. Lucifer. I mean, he should follow my moves, but we're going to fail it no matter what. They all couldn't keep up, and I failed the contract. He just failed the 62% 3 times in a row. Cool. A Night Errand. It is known that the people of Butcher's block seem to profess a special devotion towards their knights and their legends. My lady, the knight says, bowing his head, it is most fortunate that you and I came to meet at this crossroad, for I am in search of a marvellous fountain which water is said to cure all illnesses. If you are to help me in my quest, I shall pay homage to you. Mali is quick to interrupt. Wait, my lady, I know this knight is Tristan, who also is not a knight. Make him say reason and join my court, or I shall never leave him unattended. Alright, I guess I'm going to go with him. The knight leads us to a small clearing where a natural fountain glimmers. The light reflects on its surface with a beautiful shimmer and makes the water look so bright that it feels like a second sun. Careful, a beast, a guardian. The knight points at a lynx standing between us and the fountain. So I can fight it. I'll distract it, you get the water. Or, now you shall make a fine distraction. Alright, I'll fight it. I kill the beast, and Tristan is now, now the owner of the healing water. And our knight effectiveness has gone up by 20%. Right, and now I have to do this trip again. Cool. Let's go. We've done it! Wonderful. Yes. At the tent dance, Dennis came to me offering his company. He had some servants bring out a few more dishes, and we sat eating together for most of the night. It was delicious. It's quite spry for a 70-year-old. Alright. We've now finished the next baggage train thing. Oh, also I can get something off of you. So grab your provisions. Yeah. Alright. And then we could upgrade the baggage train again. Yeah, let's upgrade the baggage train again. Why not? Do we have any positions unfilled? No. Although Denio doesn't look like he's too healthy either. Right. See if anyone has any contracts for us in Storm's End. Martial duties, diplomatic. I like righteousness ones. Let's go back one. Mingle with the locals. Story or two. Let's hear the good points of it. Got exotic stewardship. Who's up for recruitment? The interested parties are Davos the Cocky, Martin the Impatient, and Doria the Patient. They're all injured. Definitely not. No. Look, have a look at the castle. Right, let's approach the arguing people. Oh, this is the one where you can make them a sworn shield, right? Yeah. In which case I don't want to do that. No. Okay. Then in here, let's look for some actually let's visit the training grounds. Right. And that tells you, things have been going south around here for ages. The local master of arms, Lester, snorts then continues. The incessant looking over my shoulder, questioning he falls quiet as I approach the range. Instinctively I check out the plethora of equipment and training obstacles, do my best to ignore Lester's defiant look. On my right, Joran picks up one of the training swords and starts waving it around with an experienced hand, looking at me expectantly. Then do a training session to increase our prowess by 1. Or I can do this one, where we spar with Joran, which can do the same thing. Yeah, let's do it. Sparring was ineffective. Fair enough. Let's look for able bodies at the garrison. Alright. Do we have Argos and Damon? Another injured person and somebody who isn't very good. Do a round of dice. Hey, we got 20 gold from the dice. Incredible. Right. Now we have some new contracts. Hunt criminals. Do a passage of arms. Well, that's okay. Let's head over here to Sailmite. And let's do our hunt criminals. This band of malcontents has been harassing my private estates. So this is Sir Courtney's band. Courtney the Brute Quince. Well, let's get him. He's apparently not better than I am at fighting, so that's all I needed to see. So, is this everyone you've brought? Excellent, excellent. A bit of fine sport at long last. And you're here in person too. I shall enjoy putting you in the dirt, Sylvie. Well, we can say guards, cut him down. Signal an ambush, or I could use a man like you. Guards, cut him down. I have instantly defeated him. Wonderful. Job well done. And we can now... oh, what's this? I can join a tournament? I definitely want to do that. I can get stuff from you, but you would say no to everything. Alright, a tournament. It's all the way over here in Mir, but we can join it. It's a duel and wrestling. I want to go to the tournament, so I'm going to go to Magister Hago's grand tournament as quickly as we can. Yeah, well, let's scout for talent on. Let's go. Wait, yeah, that's fine. Go. And... tournament arrival. I've arrived at the site of the tournament here in Naques Embar. Though not all the revelers have yet arrived, throngs of people wander through the colourful surroundings, all looking forward to the forthcoming displays of skill and prowess. There are few places so exciting to relieve some stress and enjoy oneself as a tournament, so I intend to take full advantage. Now, I can't compete in any of these, because the Crownlander culture doesn't allow us to compete, so... yeah, nothing I can do there, but 3 months till the tournament begins, and that is where we're going to end the episode for today. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.